Today we're taking a look at a variable neutral density lens adapter for the original Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera HD. Hey everyone, Sean here with Fotodiox.com, and this is my original Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera HD. I love this camera back in the day, and I actually still shoot with it, and I still love the results I can get. This camera has a tiny Super 16 size sensor that's a 2.88 crop, and it's got a micro four thirds mount, which is great for adapting various lenses to. In today's video, we're going to adapt a Nikon 50mm Nikon f-mount lens. It's a little pancake lens that I have that I really enjoy. It's pretty fast. It's an f1.8, so you can get some really nice, beautiful bokeh footage with it. And we're going to be adapting it to the Blackmagic Pocket HD camera with our Nikon to MFT adapter. But this isn't our standard Nikon to MFT adapter. This is our ND Throttle Nikon F to MFT adapter. That's because this adapter has a built-in variable neutral density. You actually rotate this silver ring on the side of the adapter, and you can adjust the built-in variable neutral density from 2 to 8 stops of ND filtration. And this is excellent, especially if you are adapting a lens to a cinema camera like this Pocket HD, because if you want to shoot wide open and get some beautiful bokeh-licious footage, you're definitely going to need a VND filter to cut the light so you can shoot at a usable frame rate with your cinema camera and still get beautiful shallow focus video in bright sunlight. Now, of course, you can always put an ND filter on the front of your lens, but the nice thing about having it built into the adapter itself is you can swap out various lenses on this adapter and the VND filtration stays right in place. It's mounted behind the lens, so it's just always there whenever you need it. The other nice thing is when you have it mounted on your camera, I'll show you right here, it protects the sensor of the camera. So when I'm swapping lenses in the field, I don't have to worry about dust getting on the Pocket HD's sensor because the ND filter is protecting the sensor. You can actually see the ND filter being adjusted in real time. There it is at 8 stops, going all the way to 2 stops. You can see a little bit more. And I love using these adapters, especially when I am shooting video. They're super handy, and I love shooting shallow focus video in bright sunlight. I love getting the unique characteristics of these vintage lenses when they're set wide open. I love capturing that with cinema cameras. So this is a match made in heaven. Let's mount the lens on this adapter. And I always get it wrong with this specific one. All right, there we go. So now we've got this 50mm Nikon lens, Series E lens, mounted on our Pocket HD. Now, like I said at the beginning of this video, this camera does have a pretty hefty crop factor because of the Super 16 size sensor. It's a 2.88x crop, which means this 50mm lens is going to be a 144mm full frame equivalent. So we're definitely going to be shooting telephoto with this shoot, but I'm okay with that because I want to just focus on some beautiful nature footage, and having a longer lens, having a longer full frame equivalent in this case, it's actually ideal for what I want to shoot today. Now, before we get started, one of the worst things about this camera is the battery life. This thing, when you're running it with the batteries that come with it, it'll literally run for like 10 minutes and then cut out. That's how fast the batteries go. So I recently purchased this battery pack. It's the SmallRig. And basically this is a battery mount that uses Sony NPF style batteries. Mount the battery holder on the camera, and then you can power this camera for a very long time. I really love this setup. It's basically made me able to use this camera more than, just for a couple minutes at a time. I used to swap out like 4 different batteries with this camera, but it just got so annoying that I just quit using it. But now, with this battery plate, I suddenly can use it just like a standard video camera, and I can run it for hours. Super simple. You're just going to plug in the power cord. Now I will say it is kind of annoying to have this big power cord hanging off the side, but that's a small price to pay for having, you know, much better power source. So we got it plugged in. Now we just push this red button. We got to hold it down for a couple seconds. There we go. Okay, it looks like we're a little low on this specific battery. We only have one more dot out of 3. So I'll swap out for a different Sony NPF battery so I can shoot for longer. But we are ready to go with this rig. Now, of course, it is a lot more heavier. It's a lot less easy to hand hold, which is annoying, but that's the price you pay, again, for being able to use this camera for a prolonged period of time in 2025. And here's some footage I shot with this setup. As you can see initially with the lens wide open, it is way too bright and the image is super overexposed. But then I just crank in the variable neutral density filter built into the ND throttle adapter, cut that light coming through the lens, and I get beautiful, perfectly exposed footage. Again, if you are a Pocket HD user and if you adapt lenses, this is a great adapter for you. Here are the ND throttle adapters we currently offer for Micro Four Thirds cameras. And another note, this will also work just as well on the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. That camera also has a Micro Four Thirds mount, but it does have a larger sensor. So instead of a 2.88 crop, you're just getting a 2x crop, which is a little bit nicer. Okay, that was a quick look at our ND throttle lens adapter and how I like to use it on my original Blackmagic Pocket HD camera. Now, if you have any questions about this setup, about the adapter, about how I'm shooting video with it, comment below. Love to help you out. Also, click the links in the description below to get your Micro Four Thirds ND throttle lens adapter today. And click right here to subscribe to our YouTube channel to get more videos just like this one.